In movies, expensive props worth hundreds of thousands per second are destroyed and become giant. In The Hateful Eight, Russell snatched a guitar from a woman and smashed it against a pillar, shocking her as she knew it was valuable. The fragmented guitar was borrowed from a museum by director Quentin, a 150-year-old antique worth over $50,000. The scene was supposed to be filmed in 2 shots, with the real guitar used for the snatch and a replica for smashing. 6 replicas were made to perfect the smashing scene, but the director Quentin forgot to tell Russell it was 2 shots. Russell, thinking it was a prop, smashed the real guitar to pieces, leaving Quentin no chance to cut. Consequently, they had to compensate the museum for the damages. In Battlestar Galactica, Edward, playing the male lead, improvised during a scene where he learns of his daughter's death. He grabbed a ship model and smashed it to express his breakdown, later asking the director if his addition was good. The director revealed that the model he smashed was a real item from a museum, worth $200,000. The production team had made a replacement model, but the director used the real one for close-up shots to avoid detection by observant viewers. In a scene with intense emotions, the male lead, Edward, creates a false narrative, and the speaker questions the lack of risk awareness in presenting the real situation. In the British TV show Crime is Our Business, the male lead, Christopher Walken, cleans graffiti with paint, and the speaker highlights a Banksy artwork being erased. The speaker mentions that Banksy's artworks were auctioned for at least £1 million, and this act was a collaboration between Banksy and the TV crew. The speaker transitions to a discussion about abstract art in Britain, mentioning how in 1995, Scottish musician Bill Drummond burned £1 million. Drummond burned £1 million he had earned over the years in an old warehouse, and decades later, he expressed some regret over his impulsive act. In movies, building explosions often use miniatures, but some directors use real buildings, like in Lethal Weapon 3. The speaker discusses how the Orlando City Hall, built in 1958, was demolished in Lethal Weapon 3 because the city couldn't afford demolition costs after building a new city hall. Coincidentally, the famous 573 needed a shocking explosion, so the Orlando government and Warner Brothers quickly agreed. Warner Brothers spent $50,000 to buy the demolition rights and the copyright for use in the movie, but the pressure was on the demolition team because the new city hall was only 4 feet away, right next to the old building. After 10 months of careful planning, the demolition team precisely installed 400 specifically angled explosive points inside the building. To be on the safe side, the director also bought $20 million in insurance in case the new building was damaged, which could have bankrupted the production team. On the day of filming, the building was successfully fragmented in just 6 seconds.